That's like that Spider-Man animated movie that all y'all loved. And
you know what's crazy?
Won every single award. Jail time.
I love that movie, but I don't think
greatest movie of the year.
People would say that's like the
greatest Spider-Man ever, and I'm like, bro, what is going on in this world? There's nothing animated. Respect to animation. I love a lot of animated stuff. I love the Disney movies. I really do. But there's no animated anything that tops any real life movie for me. Like, if you compare...
you talk about anything animated versus
so you
anything?
can take all the Pixar BS and Nemo, and if you start putting that against the greatest films where there's real people, to me, I think it has nothing on it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just... Like,
Toy Story 2 rivals... Toy Story 2 can rival a lot of these great movies.
And 100%. I love Toy Story 2. It's probably the greatest animated film ever. But I'm like, yo, pull up... I would rather watch a Casino, as crazy as that sounds. Or even... So he acted in Dune. Like, take a movie like... okay, a great comparison to Dune is Star Wars. Okay? Mm-hmm. Star Wars was one of the craziest things that ever came out. Yeah. Both... Because it's basically a three-peat. Because it's 3 then 3. Shout out MJ. So the 3 that came out early and the 3 that came out in the 2000s. Have you watched Star Wars, by the way?
I watched like halfway through.
Pat, what do you mean halfway? Like halfway through the series?
Yeah, halfway through the series.
Did you start from the back or the front?
I actually started. I started from. I started in chronological order, so I didn't watch it in like the order that it's supposed to be meant to watch it. I watched it like from the first movie that came out to the second.
Technically, I would argue that's technically how you should watch it.
Really?
Actually, no, you're right.
Because
you should watch it. You should watch it.
Liam Neeson's is the first movie.
You're right.
In the series.
You're right.
So people were telling me, I don't know. I forget.
You should watch the ones that came out in the 2000s first, low key, and then watch the old ones. Mm-hmm. That came out because actually it's reversed because Darth Vader's in the.
Darth Vader's in the one that's made the first one.
Exactly.
The first
so
one.
You should low key. Oh, so I'm getting confused, but I think Star Wars is a great comparison to Dune, and I would watch Star Wars 100 times over before I say that anything animated is better than a movie like Star Wars or Dune, because I think when you talk about the dynamic movies with people, I just think that's way better than Finding Nemo.
I don't know, bro, but you got to think about this. When you act in a regular movie, like when there's regular people, you're performing in front of somebody, so you're bouncing energy off of somebody.
Yeah.
In an animated film, you're in a booth reading off of a script. Yeah. No energy being bounced off. Yeah. You can't see facial expressions. Yeah. You have to make the facial expressions with your voice. So when you want to talk about dynamic, I think being a voice actor is so much harder than being a great actor, like a real actor, but it definitely takes a lot more work and effort to be a great voice actor than to be just like a regular screen actor.
Yeah, the difficulty is definitely there. I just will always prefer in-person films. Personally.
No, that's facts. But there are definitely animated movies that are greater.
Yeah, OD.
100%.
Like Nemo is probably greater than. That's tough for me to say. Probably greater than 60% of films that are in person.
Probably.
People would probably say more. Yeah, people would probably 80 or 90. But I'm like, I love in-person films. I love watching people.
That's facts.
Like, because I'm a big Family Guy dude. Mm-hmm. I love Family Guy. But at the same time, I'm like, I'll probably watch some of the in-person family joints before I watch family. If I had to trade one for the rest of my life. So